Welcome everyone to our stream. I'm International Master Sparkle Horse, aka Sladgy, also known by my real name, William Paschall, based in Budapest, Hungary. We're streaming our Friday Open Challenge stream, Open Mic Night. Troll and Roll, $14.99. That's quite a rating. Good price. The master of pricing. For only $14.99, you can play Troll and a Roll in 5 plus 3, 960. God, okay, 5 plus 3 is the correct time control. How about blind chess 960? Alright, anyway. Firstest. Astrobate, Antonio, Bob, Dracofire, Gitabi, Lecture, Reflux, and Gladys Troll. Where's the baddest troll? Badass troll. Mr. Center. The principled one. See, this is weird now. Okay, if this was rated, my clock would be tight. My clock would be ticking down, right? It's only because it's casual that I don't have that. Never really thought about it. That's strange. You should still get the 30-second length, even if it's casual. 30 seconds to make your move or whatever. Format should be the same if it's rated or not rated, I think. The Grand Prix attack. Wow, look at those rooks and queens. Got frontal pressure defended by that queen on f4. My Sicilian instincts. It's a strange Grand Prix attack. Grand Prix attack variation of the Sicilian defense. Astrobate's new opening. Alexander Aliakin attributed chess analytics training with the Grandmaster. During a chess competition, a chess Grandmaster should be a combination of a beast of prey. A beast of prey? And a monk. A beast of prey. Beast of prey? Really? I think like a predator would be better. A monk? I don't know about that. That's weird, man. In other words, he shouldn't drink too much, as Aliakin was apt to do. Probably regretful. Too much partying. This display is potentially a king killer. You never know where the king's going in chess 960. Antonio likes the Grand Prix type of pawn formation. Obviously. We're not going to be fiancatoing today with g6. Special sauce. Of course, the bishop on b1 isn't exactly partying. Now the other one is pretty dangerous. My knight on c8 is an annoying piece. My queen needs to move. How do you feel about queen d6 astrobate? That's kind of awkward. Giant Auk. Astrobate likes this battery very much. It's his favorite. Alright guys, 5 plus 3. So, I don't want to get into ridiculous time pressure today. What is a giant auk? That was a bird, right? A dinosaur bird or something? Or is it a modern bird? Confused. I don't know what to do. Is this really good? I mean, that doesn't look right. But we're attacking d2 and f4. Hey, it's a double attack. Wow. Math. Didn't even realize. So now my queen is trapped after queen takes. He's got rook d1. No. Queen is not trapped. Or is it? Maybe it is trapped. Damn. Wait a minute now. No. Not exactly. Couldn't quite trap it. The only option, but a good one. I think we got him. It's out on a5, not the greatest square, but that's fine. Troll is disorganized, and we ruined his plans to castle queenside. What's up with queen d1? What does that do? You're just stacking my pawn. Look at those diagonals. I'm opening the diagonal of death. We have a hidey hole for my queen on the a6. So you're not going to trap it so easily. It is a little out of play. Troll is not the tactical sort. He needs strategic advantage. Castle. Castle kingside? How do you feel about castling kingside at this juncture? Not at this time. I love my position. We're all developed. Except for Mr. Knight and Mr. Rook. Castling kingside results in mate in 1. That's good. The troll just simply underestimated the unnatural looking queen d6. You think he took the wrong way? Took? You mean with a bishop? We're going to take troll out easily today. Very unusual. Princess Chess 6464, welcome. Man, I hallucinated that my bishop was protected. Gotta keep being careful not to castle. The black position is a thing of beauty. Queen is still awkward. And there is a case to be made for queen b7, but he's coming over here. Uh-oh. F7 just became flashing red lamp. Man, do I have knight d4? Did I have it last move? Knight d4, queen a8. He's got me in time pressure. This wasn't the original plan. I think I screwed up. In fact, I know I did. No, you have to take on a8 there. Bishop h7. It's amazing how much play he has here. Bishop h7, king h7, queen h4 check. Still not enough. What's up, guys? Troll's getting faster. He used to always be in time pressure, but he's faster than me now. Chess noobs. The blocker knight. Our queen is getting back in the game now, hopefully, one way or another. Knight g4. Knight g4. Speaking of bishop sacks, we have this. Knight g4, bishop takes g2. Is there anything better? Bishop g2, king g2, queen e2 check, rook f2. Oof. Maybe rook f2 is not a good move. Though, yeah. Come on, troll. Lots of moves here. Protect your knight. There you go. He resigned, won't let me have any more fun. He's gonna be left with this bishop. The Spectator is his nickname. Alright. What happened there? Is queen d6 really just like winning in the opening? Such an awkward move. It's not so clear. It's not even the top three. He must have had a good move here. Duh, knight d3 defends both pawns. e5 though maybe was committal. It's still not a bad move. e5, queen takes d2, rook e2, queen a5. Okay, I thought that I was better, but it's not so clear. Good game. 72 cent upon troll was winning at one point. Whoa, what? He was winning with queen a8. Of course you should play queen a8. I saw this. Takes here. Queen f3. Castles. I saw this, I played it anyway because I was like running out of time. Troll calculational laziness. Bent about. No rated challenges unless you donate 500 bits. Like Antonio. Alright, Antonio and Move 11 have the right. It wasn't Antonio, it was. Who donated 500? Was it Jim? No, Jim. Jim and Move 11. Jim and Move 11 donated 500 bits. I was joking yesterday. You can play rated if you challenge me to. If you challenge me to rated, it has to be a 500 bit donation. All right, Princess Chess, Track of Fire, Morales. Why do I always get you confused with Jim? Equally difficult to play against. All right, Princess Chess 6-4. WJ Loof. So WJ Loof gets 2 games. All right, we can transpose to Halloween Gambit. I forgot. Wait, is Knight F3? Wait, what's Halloween Gambit? This? Oh, the Halloween Gambit. I'm sorry. Can I just go back? I'm supposed to play Knight takes E4. Is that it? No, you're doing it right. All right. This is not a gambit. It's like a piece sacrifice. Why are people calling it a gambit? A gambit is like a pawn sacrifice. Yeah, I've seen this in reverse. If I play, if you play the 4 knights, let's see, with something quiet like G3 here. G3 Knight takes E4 is a reversed version where there's more weaknesses because of G3. Okay, I know nothing about this. I know nothing. I see nothing. Knight B4. I'm sorry, Knight C6, Knight B8. I don't know. You watched the video. That's more than I did. Is it as good as the Cochrane Gambit? The Cochrane Gambit is called a gambit too. How is it a gambit if you sacrifice a knight? That's not a gambit. Gambits are for pawns. It's too much material to be called a gambit. Yeah, Astrobate likes this too. Okay, so I'm supposed to play like Knight G6, E5, Knight G8. But like, what happens if you play H4 in that position? H4 looks scary. I maybe seen this, I don't know. I never in my life in over 30 years of playing chess seriously looked at this. Maybe once, scrolled through some moves. Of course, I'm not a lifetime E45 player either. I guess I missed that class in chess kindergarten where somebody played this. But obviously like a great fast time control sacrifice. Positional compensation, very similar to the very similar to the Cochrane. John Coltrane. C6, Queen F3, D5 takes, Knight F6, Queen E2 check. What's that about? I don't like that. What do I believe in? Well, I guess you could do D5, pawn takes pawn, bishop E6. But white has compensation for the piece here. Queen F3, but it's not the only move. I'm not sure that Queen F3 is the only move. She played it. So my new idea was to play D5 takes and then Knight F6, Queen check, Bishop E6, that's bad. D5 takes, Queen F6 is interesting. Queen E7 is clearly losing. Well, at least it's not healthy. I had an idea. D5 takes bishop E6. I don't know the theory. I know queen E7, bishop G5, but does that even work? Because I just take it. My king evacuates to D8 and C7. I don't think that works, Dracofire. Right? Queen E7, bishop G5 does nothing. But I mean, queen E7 is enough. You don't need to play bishop G5. I mean, black's position is fundamentally uncoordinated, and white should have good compensation. So again, I've never looked at this. Knight F6 doesn't work because of queen E2 check. I have to lose a piece back. It appears like bishop E6 is the only good move I can think of. But even that looks rather dangerous now that I think about it. Let's try it. It's probably Halloween Gambit mainline. Morales has got to be happy with this. This looks like one of his openings. So now I have knight E5. What's up with this? What's mate? Knight E5, pawn takes E6, knight F3 check. The heck is this? What the heck? I'm playing like mainline Halloween Gambit. You're not that crazy? Well, I mean, you play positions like this against me all the time in the bishop c4 gambit thing. So what's going on? It's unlike Princess Chess to memorize so much. I think I'm in trouble here. Feeling like white's prepared for knight e5. Did I have another move? Taking on c4? Maybe I could take on c4? Damn. I can just take on c4 and pawn takes and knight takes d6. God, I messed up. Didn't that work? Just knight takes c4, pawn takes e6, knight takes d6, pawn takes f7, king f7. I mean, I'm fine. But this might be fine too. Still feels scary, but I'm not sure bishop e5 check was the right move. So, what if white plays something else? Bishop takes d5. I lost the thread a long time ago, but I wasn't down a piece. Knight e5, pawn takes e6 doesn't work. Queen e2 or queen e4. I mean, I don't know if it matters which square you go to. I guess queen e2 makes the most sense. Now what? I mean, also, white didn't have to go crazy with d5. I'm not sure that's the right move. We'll check after the game. Ludlud, welcome. No drinks. 2-hour stream today, guys. I've got to leave sharp at... have an appointment at 1 o'clock. How long have we been streaming? It's hard to believe it's like we've been streaming for 20 minutes. What? Yeah, I did play another game already with Troll. It's hard to believe the stream's been on for 20 minutes. Each game is 10 minutes. Okay, so we're winning. Healthy piece up. Open challenge. Open challenges. Dracofire Morales. Non-key, non-adesso. Good luck pronouncing that. Troll already played. Tofu. Alright, so bishop g5, A. Well, there is knight e7. Oh my god, I'm going to lose on time. She's still got some play here. Yeah, I should have played c4 there. Oh, can't trade. Can't trade here. You had good moves still. Okay, it's early in the morning. For you Westerners, you have the built-in excuse. It's like 7 in the morning if you're in the United States. Possibly earlier. You either stayed up all night or just woke up. I don't envy you. 5 a.m. It's a 5-hour time difference now. Can't be 5 a.m. It has to be like 6:30. Yeah, 6:30. Check this out. Yeah, I never played the Halloween Gambit. I don't know what it is. Alright, so D4. Wind power. Some kind of computer. Is wind power like a bot or something? Wind power is a person? What is wind power? Yeah, I don't know. I assume that's like an engine, but its rating is not that high. It's an old engine. So this is theory. This is as much as I knew. I'm out of book now. So I played a new move here, C6. D6 makes sense. Okay. So if you play D6, what happens on Queen F3? Ugh. I don't want to see that, Mats Larson. I'm not playing F6 in this position. So D5 is the other option, the more popular one. While black is back a pawn, also very similar to the Cochrane Gambit style. Bishop takes D5 and then C6. White only has 2 pawns for a piece here. So this actually looks to be like a pretty good line for black. That's the professional way to play. I played a novelty here with C6. Wow, the engine likes bishop B4. Now that's possible, but I was honestly worried about Queen F3. So this is an interesting idea. You play bishop B4, and if Queen F3, D5. Another way to sacrifice a pawn. If takes, you can just go here. Now on check, black plays King F8. The bishop's got out of the way. I'll have to make a YouTube video about the new refutation for the Halloween Gambit that I made up. But let's check out my line. So C6, theoretical novelty. Man, this is legit. Queen f3 is worse than Queen e2, apparently. Falling into my subtle trap. d5. Apparently f6 is actually okay here. That looks awful again. I am not playing that. Takes bishop e6. I thought you were just going to exchange on e6, but you tried the best move. And slaggy. Well, maybe we'll make a YouTube video out of it. The new refutation of the Halloween Gambit with perfect play by black. 95! Exclamation point. Queen e2, and now I missed it though. I missed knight takes c4. This was so simple. I just take and then come back here. And black is clearly better. So my move is a little sketchy. This is a blunder. That's going to ruin the video. You could have played queen takes, pawn. I didn't see this. The knight b5 or something? I assumed knight b5. Yeah, it would have been really hard to find the best move, bishop f4. That's counterintuitive. It just seals me in. Wow. The white has compensation. Morales would have found it. You're sealing the control of e5 followed by castling queenside. This is totally... Morales would have found this for sure. Queen d7, knight b5. Oh my god. And then you have to go here. Knight c7 check. King f7. And that's perfectly safe. Yeah, so I made a huge error not playing knight takes c4. Alright. So you missed your chance, I missed my chance, and then you have nothing. Although at the end I thought you gotta try c4 here. You know, it's still not that simple. White's starting bishop g5, and you know, I thought objectively you still have some tricks in this position. I guess I could just play bishop takes d5. Actually, yeah, never mind. I don't know, what do you want to play here? You're out of gas. Wind power. Alright, that was fun. Drakfire Morales, let's go. Guys, welcome to the stream. Please donate and support the stream. We can't do this without your help. So, going back to sleep. Hard at work here. Can't go back to sleep. The Draco Fire. Fire Dragon. Wesley So won the St. Louis Blitz Championship. Wow, what a feather in his cap. The St. Louis Online Blitz Championship. Denigrating US chess with this ridiculous... Couldn't they have a live tournament with really strong social distancing and... I don't know. Alright. What are we doing? D4. The Two Knights Tango. What about the World Championship Candidates Tournament? Has anybody heard anything? Is it starting on the 1st of November? It's supposed to resume. Any talk? Anything in the wind? Asterbate? Has anyone heard anything? Yekaterinburg? Photo Chess is just chatting today from Yekaterinburg. I've lost my window? What? I'll have to ask Photo Chess. What is happening with the candidates tournament? Going on as expected? Everything's under control. Obviously the Russian vaccine is working. Queen takes d5. This is weird. Well, knight Knight f6, knight c6 is cool, but you can't play d5. You have to play e6. Or if you're like our own FIDE master, Frank Ferenc, you can play like d6, e6, bishop d7, h6. He did something like that against me. Ferry just likes to like make all these like third rank moves. I guess it works against weak players. Chess Smurf just gifted a tier 1 sub to Gita B. Gifted a sub to the community. Congratulations to Gita B. Gita B's been around for a while, occasionally watching the stream. We got an emote thanks to Chess Smurf's gift. Thank you. You just donated $20 for a PayPal? Whoa. Zen Chess just donated $20. Awesome, man. Thank you. This is a funky setup. Do I play the e4 or e3? Appreciate it, Zen Chess. I hope I can help your chess game. You've been one of the toughest opponents here consistently for me on the stream, and it's nice to have some players who really test me, so I appreciate that. I can learn from playing you guys. Queen h5. I don't know whether I should play e4 or e3. I guess e4 is the critical move. We ought to go for it. It's perfectly okay to play e3 as well. Solid, safer setup, but this is more like going for reputation. Again, thanks to Chess Smurf and Zen Chess. Generous donations. It's like a really perverse Scandinavian. But you have to keep in mind, I mean, that's the point of the Scandinavian. It's not the Scandinavian. When you play the Scandinavian, like e4, d5, you are knocking out White's central pawn on e4. So you're doing something constructive from Black's perspective. Here he's playing the Scandinavian, but he didn't knock out my central pawn. White has these two dangerous central pawns. It is not the same thing by any stretch. This is much better. You're going to look over what? You're going to have me look over some games from ICC? Oh, wait, yeah, I mean, I think we lost touch. We talked about that a long time ago. A lot going on. Yeah, get back in touch, Zen Chess. Send me a message. Or an email, videochesstrainer@gmail.com. I'm not really sure. He's going to castle queenside. The black king is not in a safe place. Chess Smurfs. In Hungary, the Smurfs are called Torpika, which is like a little fairy or elf or something. Actually, more like a dwarf, technically. It's hard to distinguish between Smurfs and dwarfs in Hungarian, so they call the Smurfs the Torpika, something like that. It was popular here, I guess, in the day. We have this one chess player from my local home game who my friend called Hocus Poke, which was the Hungarian version of Gargamel, like the evil wizard or whatever, from the Smurfs. He looked like Gargamel. That's my most recent Smurf reference. Castles queenside, of course. Threatening knight takes d4 and e5. It's like I have to play d5, but then e6. Yeah, I was never really into the Smurfs. One of my later good friends was a Smurf fan. Not my thing though. I wonder if this is almost okay for black. How about queen a4? In a simple way, I just sacrificed too much material there. Bishop takes f3, pawn takes, queen takes. Looks dangerous. I could sack a rook. Man, there's no safe haven here. Okay, bishop e2. How does this work? e5 right away. Is this an actual variation? He's just pulling this out of his butt. But natural. Natural moves. Man, I'm about to lose on time. Whoa. Knight e4. Pawn takes c6. Knight takes c3. Queen takes b4. Damn, Dragonfire. I mean, do you just made this up, or you actually have played like the same game before? I wasn't prepared for this kind of level of ultra violence here when the opening first started. It's a pretty good position. I don't think I've ever had anybody get this far. To a kind of reasonable looking Chigorin sort of position. It's a right-wing extremism chess position. It's polarized. Highly polarized. We gotta get the voting jokes in. d5. How many electoral votes do each of the pawns have? This is like Nebraska's 7th district. The H pawn is not so important, but the D pawn and the E pawn, my central pawns, have like 20 electoral votes each. Seriously, what just happened? Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? Whoa. Stop it. He just freaked out. Freaked out. Time panic. Making me nervous, man. It's like a Chigorin. So France, you're at back to the cabin in the woods, Blabix. It's a good thing that Blabix is not a serial killer. He'd have the perfect place to hide. It's a good time to be hiding from Paris, Blabix. You got the COVID and then terrorist attacks at the same time. So does that mean like all your chess camps are canceled and stuff like that? It's got to be really hard on people who are trying to make a living by teaching chess in the schools, or something like that depends on schools to function. I mean, this opening, has this ever been played before? Is this a real thing? Of course not. I feel like I made a mistake though. What could I have done wrong? d5 immediately is stronger. Maybe not. Bishop e3, castles, here, d5, bishop e4. Queen a4 was, it's up there as like the #1 choice and then falls out. So this is obviously wrong. I mean, he has to play knight d4. I mean, even I saw that. Here, but I misevaluated this. I thought I was taking with the bishop on d4. Or maybe I saw something else. Was I looking at this? That I was joking about that doesn't work. Okay. So you have to play knight d4. I figured bishop takes d4, pawn d4, queen takes b4. This isn't so great for me. I didn't see the line that's best. Queen a7 apparently. Whoa. You know, that's something I would need a little time to calculate. Anyway, interesting opening. COVID Season 2. What's happening, though? Nobody answered me about the World Chess Championship Candidates Tournament. Has anybody heard any news? That should be coming up, right? I mean, it's possible with COVID the way it is in Russia. They had a contingency plan to hold... I thought the contingency plan was to hold the Candidates Tournament in another place. Further south. It's postponed. Thank you for the update. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of disagreement among the players, probably. Rescheduled for spring 2021. We lost at least a year to COVID. Can I be a GM soon? Unlikely. The question is, can I be the 50-year-old Grandmaster? Can I be a GM before 50? Oh. I can't do this anymore. I hate Morales' setup. What do you do against e6 again? You seriously play knight f3? Wow. Interesting. I didn't think you would do that. I think the St. Louis Blitz Club should organize the World Championship along with the U.S. Championship and have Greg Shahadi and Jen and Maurice commentate rapid games. Let's just quit real chess. I didn't watch Queen's Gambit yet. Now, I hate when things are so trendy. Everybody's like, did you watch Queen's Gambit? I didn't watch E.T. when it came out for like 10 years because everybody like was hyping E.T. I just don't like to be a follower. The more something is hyped, the less I like it. I didn't watch E.T. What other famous movies didn't I watch when they came out? Is it really the #1 show? I don't have Netflix. That's my problem. I would have to illegally get it, or if you don't have Netflix, what do you do? So now Morales goes back to I was really into I just got Fargo. I was watching that. But I just started. The Queen's Gambit is just not violent enough. I'm only into like Ancient Aliens and horror sci-fi. It's too boring. Movies about chess. So it's a guy. It's a comedian. Morales here. I'm not very well versed in what I'm playing now. We may have played this only once. I'm scared. I don't actually play this for black. But it's anything to like get Morales out of that standard close Sicilian Grand Prix attack. Playing something I don't know whatsoever. Okay, so now knight d5 will be like a standard sort of sacrifice, and he secures his pawn. If bishop e7, I drop a piece. So, limited options, I guess, in these types of positions now. Knight bd7 looks pretty sort of normal. Nothing wrong with that, right? We hope. I miss real chess. That's why I'm really bummed about. Although I was supportive of the idea of not hosting the candidates because of COVID, I am getting kind of withdraw from real chess, watching real chess. There hasn't been a decent tournament to watch all year. And I don't like these silly Magnus Carlsen and St. Louis exhibition tournaments. I want to see like real chess played at a real time control. I'm not interested in watching like Magnus beat someone in rapid chess for the 100,000th time. Or Hikaru playing Blitz. What? E5? You're mad. That's wild. Wow. Who would play in that way? It's unbelievable. So you're just winning with 96. I give up. This is unbelievable. Well, bishop h3, I was afraid of something. Queen h5. Isn't that like game over? Man. Does that work? Should I just resign? It's like playing God every time I play with this guy now. He just gets stronger and stronger every game to the point where I can't even play anymore. It's really ridiculous now. It's like playing Tal or something. It wasn't exactly this. I don't think we had the exact same game. Something similar, but not exactly the same. There was some slight difference. Similar, but not the same. almost certain it wasn't exactly the same. I just want to see you play other players' rated games and tear them apart like this. He doesn't play any rated games anymore. But it's ridiculous. I mean, I'd have to be like 2600 to hold. Instantly. Just wins. I thought our previous game was similar but slightly different. I mean, I don't know how you can remember when we've played like 275 games. How could you possibly remember every game that we've played? That's impossible. We played like 250 games or something. Oh, you don't remember the game we played? It's a little hard to do that. So this just loses by force. Yeah, I don't normally play this line, so I don't know the theory. I just try to get out of the other lines. Just loses by force for black. Okay, next game. He recalls basic things only, okay. The B3. I thought the last game we played that was a slightly different. It could have been the same position. I would think I would. I tried this to continue, but I don't see why I would have played King F8 instead of King F7. Another strong player. This opening became very popular. I guess Queen A5 check, white can choose between either line. Queen E2 or Knight E2. Before Morales was 1900 something, and I was angry, and I made him raise his rating over 2000, but it's still embarrassing. Like even at 2033, it's still embarrassing when you just like annihilate me every single time, twice in a row. It's basically a Catalan reversed here. That's closed Catalan reversed. No, I mean the B3 is an okay opening. I can't imagine it's great though to play it exclusively. Now he's transferred this sort of Tartakover attack. I don't know who this is. I played them before. I don't remember. One game. But it's got to be like a bullet player. He's not even thinking on his moves. I mean, that's fine in 3 minutes. I don't really like H3. It seems like that weakens white's king side. Gain an equal position with white. That's like playing the London system. Same principle. But I mean, see, See, like Magnus Carlsen played the London system, but you're not Magnus Carlsen or Kamsky. Why not be more ambitious and try to actually get an advantage? Okay, it's for hobbyists who don't have time to learn real openings. I admit, like, it's hard to get an advantage with any main line. Queen's Gambit, double king pawn. With opening theory where it stands, you know, this is a weird move. I mean, it is difficult to get an opening anyway, opening advantage anyway. But, I don't know, it depends what kind of player you are. Bishop h6, I remember losing a game really bad when I did something like that once. Knight takes e5, knight takes e4. Bishop h6 now. It looks like black is better. He can play f4. Then I have knight g3. From 1900 to 2600 in 12 months. Sledgy's power. Morales has never been really 1900. But he refuses to play rated games, at least on that account, so I don't know how strong he really is. He seems stronger. But I had to beg him to be 2000 because it was embarrassing. That was like a couple of years ago, it seems like. Almost. I kept complaining that he was 1900. So he made it like 2030. And now he doesn't play. But it's still embarrassing to get crushed in 14 moves. But there's no way out of his opening prep. It's so well organized. I'm just trying to get out of that closed Sicilian so bad. You know, I hate it. Confined froggies? What are confined froggies? Here it's very tempting to play d4. Yeah. There's got to be something better for black than even that. I think b5 is probably bad. Maybe I don't even like a6. There's got to be a better way for black to play. You didn't like refute the black side of the e6 Sicilian, you know. I don't have to go into that. I mean, why do I have to extend my queenside pawns with a6 and b5? I'm basically transposing to a6 instead of e6. There has to be a more solid way for black to play in that closed Sicilian. e4, c5, knight c3, e6. If your best move is knight f3, there has to be something better for black there than going into the a6 variation. That's what I'm doing. I'm transposing to like 2a6. There's no need to do that. I mean, there has to be something more safe for black. That's risky. Okay. e6. Speaking of e6, surround sound. Dolby surround sound. It's raining again here. No, I think that's my problem, you know. Why am I transposing to the a6 closed Sicilian, which is really rickety and unnecessary? First of all, queen d5. comes the knight. Not as bad as my last game. Here comes the knight. No, no. Not at this time. Well, he could. He could. Some interesting lines. Bishop a6. That's annoying. Queen sack. Knight is super strong on e5 though. Bishop a6, pawn d4. Bishop c4, pawn c4, rook c4. That's got to be my best line. If we go into the ending, I could be in trouble. Or at least be playing for a draw at best. I'm not sure though. Wonder who this is. Your fridge broke down on the first day of French lockdown. It just wanted to get it out of the way, man. It's better than the middle of lockdown when you gotta hand it to the fridge. We're just resigning immediately. You know? It's not wasting time. It might be good luck. The glass is half full. I was joking with my friends that Jeffrey Toobin could become a porn star. It all depends on how you look at things. Now he has queen e5. Are you serious? If you allow that, you allow queen e5. Oof. Italian? For all I know, it's Latin. It's all Greek to me. Little joke for Jim. It sounds Latin. Non sequitur. We're ganging up on his pawn though. h4 doesn't look right. h4, h5 is a solid move. Safety. Safety is 2 points. Okay, bishop takes d4 even. I was really scared he was going to do some sort of exchange sacrifice. Yo. Damn it. I'm losing on time. That was fortunate. It's not quite sudden death, you know. White probably doesn't play with increments normally. He's trying to flag me. But objectively, it's a very tricky position. I'm not sure I was winning. Probably with perfect play, but it wasn't easy. The gym opening. Troll on the dole. When Troll gets desperate, moves to the UK. He'll be the troll on the dole. Lud. Or Canada, they call it the dole as well. Troll already played. Guys, I gotta go at 1 o'clock. Cool 0-0-0. Castle's queenside. Making up for my game with Morales. Mirales. The perfect one. Just don't make me play Mirales with black anymore. I'm trying the Benoni. We're training Acerbate to play the Benoni, but he's like been very, very... It's like trying to train a dog that doesn't want to behave. Sit, no. He doesn't want to play Bishop G7 in the Benoni. He insists on playing like Bishop E7. You try to pull on the leash, it just sits there, it won't move. Alright. You can play even H6. This Bishop G5, wow, right away. You gotta... Man, this is dangerous. This is weird. What am I supposed to do about this? Now F4 could be dangerous. The bishop on H4. G5 can't be played because he just plays Bishop G3. Lud has tricked me. I don't know what to make of this. Bishop G5 right away. It has some independent value. I don't play the Benoni really, so just part-time. But F3 changes to a position I know a little better. Even there, though, you would never see this bishop on H4, usually. I know this structure, but I don't know this kind of bishop with the bishop on that square. Strange for me, for both sides. I would play both sides of the structure normally. Bishop would go Bishop G5, Bishop E3, typically. You'd never really reach this position in the same-ish. Acerbate, don't be resistant to learning to play Bishop G7 in the Benoni. Alright? The chess theoretician, I think Morales gets that award. Now allowing B5. Lulu is sort of making stuff up. Queen C2, Bishop G5, Bishop H4, allowing B5. I mean, maybe that could be good in some sort of situations where you could G4. We're all over the map now. Map Quest. Do you guys remember Map Quest? Does that still exist? Map Quest. Yeah, probably still exists. What's up? Knight BD7. White's like psychopath. Queen C2, G4. Completely random combination of ideas. GeoGuessr. But there's no real relation between GeoGuessr and MapQuest, right? Not just bishop e2. I'm not sure I should put my knight on e5. How's your knight on h3 doing? That could be inconvenient. How's my driving? Good decision. Probably force. Force. It is force. Now white is lost. And white is lost. Very good, very nice. At least I'll only lose one game today to Morales. I gotta cut the stream short though. I didn't really calculate this far enough. I just assumed I was winning a second pawn for nothing. Nothing is relative. I didn't calculate beyond this move. But I guess it's good. Doesn't have rook f1. Always calculate. I think castling queenside is not that safe. But I'm just thinking about my own safety here. There are theoretical ways white could get something. Yeah, but trading queens now. Castle. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to play like bishop e7 and then later play. You found a way to protect that? Oh, man. I guess I should play f5. He did castle. Right, working toward King's Indian, exactly. He tries to play bishop e7 in the modern Benoni, and then he has to play bishop f8 anyway, losing a tempo. Calculated rubbish. Black has a threat here. The d5 pawn. Primary threat. He has gravitated toward playing the King's Indian with g6 sometimes. In those hippo-like positions. I tried to get him to fianchetto. Now he's used to fianchettoing on the queen side. He has to get used to castling and fianchettoing on the king side. Great move. All purpose. Give me pawn. Controlling the g5 square. Stopping the intended. But that knight is really sad. It's so sad. Unable to join the party. Three. 3 pawns. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. Move 11, Jim, WJ Loof yesterday with the donations. Appreciate it. Simul, don't forget. Simul Sunday. And Team Battle. On Sunday. Dual streams. I love my pawns. I love my king. I love king centralization. But this is going to be hard to keep his knight contained. Now not so much. Perfect. Too many pawns. Yeah, he can resign here. Of course. No one would hold it against him for being a quitter if white resigns now. You're not a rage quitter if you resign here. He's the same rating as like Morales, but just doesn't crush me every game. Alright, we've got time for one more. We've got a few more games left. We've got half an hour plus. Troll to roll. Zen Chess for the donation. Thank you, man. Repun, did you play me already? Troll already played. Zen Chess donated to the stream. Thank you, man. Another tough game, but at least I'm white. There's a big difference. It's much more pleasant playing against Zen Chess and Morales. So Repun, you didn't play. You just came and you said like you were here first, and then you didn't challenge me. That confused me. I remember your comment. Alright, we'll play you next. Zen just played the Slav the other day. Oh. I hate the Slav. So what does he play after e4? c6. Online classes. Don't become a chess professional. Don't skip your classes for chess. Zen Chess is a good theory player. Again, he has a good memory, knows a lot of lines. What he plays, knows it really well. Like Morales. Systematic. I don't remember him playing the Caro-Kann though. So you're trying something different. Yeah, I've been trying to use that against Slav and Queen's Gambit people, trying to force them to play these like IQP positions recently. Knight f3 is the draw variation. Knight f3, bishop g4. It's like impossible for white to get an advantage. So you have to play bishop g5 here if you want to play for a win. Essentially. I mean, I guess you can play cd actually. cd5, it's considered to be like a slightly less usual move order. cd5, knight d5. But again, if knight f3, bishop g4. So I don't know what to suggest there. Maybe some other obscure move order. But I'm convinced that white has nothing after knight f3, bishop g4. Chess on Air 78 says tournament. No tournaments. Oh, we had the same line the other day. So this is some sort of gambit that I don't really know. Who did I have this against? It wasn't you, was it? No tournament today. We have a tournament, a team battle on Sunday that we play in at 3 p.m. Central European time. And our tournament, we host a tournament every Tuesday. If you want to play with us and our team, in our club tournament Tuesday night, 6:30 CET, and then streamer mega battle, team mega battle on Sunday. 95 is mainline. We had the same game. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was weird, but it was the same exact variation, which is funny. I was talking, oh, it was, no, I can't remember his name now. Yeah, it wasn't you. We had the same line. Did I play bishop takes c4? That doesn't seem right. Oh, queen d4 is the move. Botvinnik floor. Please do 7+3 for slower dummies. 7+3. Legion? You made it princess chess? That's a major upset. Masturbate. They're almost 2100. Botvinnik's 100 selected games. But I think I played bishop takes c4, which is another line, the other day. Like when I double checked on the opening explorer, this was the #1 move. I used to remember that. Though I don't think that it's that great for white, it's only equal. This move got like an exclamation in Botvinnik's 100 selected games. Like there's no rush to take this pawn. Black can't afford, I guess, to do like bishop f5 to try to hold the pawn. It's too slow. And then he won a brilliant game against Solid Floor, who most people don't know as a household name, but he was one of the strongest players of the mid-20th century. Though he never really had a chance to, say, play for the World Championship. I think an underrated top player as far as the domain of public knowledge. So, alright. I don't know. It's very tempting to try to sacrifice a pawn here. I mean, e6 is mandatory at some point, right? I mean, I guess you could try to play g6. How bad is g6? It's like g6, take, castles, bishop e7. Might be able to get away with that. But e6 looks like the most natural move. It looks like castles for white. And then maybe bishop e7. He doesn't try to take. The important thing is that he gets his bishop out. You know, this capture on d5 is like suicidal. I would assume that would be better for me. I can take on e6, but that does nothing. Pawn e6, bishop e6. So I guess castles. This is dangerous. I expect black to play bishop e7. Then I don't know what to do. It looks like I have only equal. But I know this variation isn't considered bad for black. Like, d takes c4 is one of the main lines. But I think it's also possible to play knight a5 in the opening instead of knight e5. But I don't know what to do now. I'm running out of gas here. After bishop e7, black looks extremely solid. Maybe rook a d1. Let's say bishop e7, rook a d1 castles. What do I do? Rook d3. I'm glad I'm not old enough to be a boomer dad. I was joking about helping my parents with the VCR when I was a little kid. People are like, what's a VCR? I don't think I could operate a VCR anymore. Coffee and beer tonight. Queen h4. Queen h4. Wow. There's some interesting lines now. He helped his dad set up automatically renewing subscription via PayPal. No, Zen just made a donation to the stream earlier, so I'm not going to say anything. Knight takes d5. I thought I had queen h4 now. The queen h4 is not a joke. Wait, queen h4. Yeah, this is just not necessary. It's a pawn sacrifice. It's a very deep pawn sacrifice. Haha, you have a bad bishop. Noob. That's what my 10-year-old son does. He's teaching me how to act like a 10-year-old. I mean, I guess theoretically I can theoretically I could be slightly worse. Act fast. Damn it. I'm only slightly worse. We will hold the draw here. My knight has no stability. It has no protector. Oh my god. You had f6 there, winning a piece. We're both making all these like stupid panic moves. Yeah, it's dirty. He was like winning, I think. Okay, it's late or early for Zen chess there. He wasn't at his best in time pressure, but clearly like after this after knight d5 I was losing. I played knight b5 like trying to bail. My rook has no squares. I mean clearly like f6 wins. Game over. Not difficult to find that. It's such a stupid move to play knight b5. I'm like, what do I do? I need to just... Yeah, I mean, it should be a draw. The opening is interesting, though. I won a lost position. Just nothing for white. It's nothing. You know what's odd about this, though? Okay, Bagirov's in there in 1975. But I was going to say, like, there's no games by good players. I mean, not to take away from Hans Bohm and Kurt Siedze, who passed away tragically, but no, like, really big names playing this line with black at all, which is weird. It seems like an okay variation. But, I mean, what about that other line with knight a5? This is better. Okay, so that's your answer. It looks like knight a5 is the move. Well, there's no big names here either, actually. Only Heine Nielsen played it. I guess people just don't play this line for some reason. I don't know why. Knight a5 is okay. Strange. I mean, I assume the variation we played has probably been played before. e6. Oh wow, castle's queen side. Not for the mentally. Tentative. Wow, castle's queen side is a real deal. Mirades and Jim. You guys would like this. It's kind of caveman-esque. Castle's queen side. Good to know. So bishop e7, rook he1, castles. Why is this so bad for black? Rook takes d3. What's with the Kubert routine? Greek Kubert. Queen a5. Interesting game. It looks risky for white, actually. What happens here? d6. Damn. That doesn't look safe. Alright, maybe for next time we'll try that. Repun. Got time for 2 last games, maybe only 1. We'll see how quick this game goes. Repun is probably in his online class now. Yeah, I just had the same game the other day. Also, knight e5 was played. But theoretically, I think it's okay for black. One of the better moves. I played bishop e6 on move 6. Uh-oh. Jim strikes again. The Jim system. But this is different. I can play d6 and e5 here. The Richard Palliser variation. It looks like I can play one more game after this. King e4. No. Just kidding. My mouse has been a little bit weird lately. Guys, please support the stream so we can buy a real mouse. Chess Smurf, thank you for 2 gift subs. Bob Sakamano and Zen Chess for donating. This is an interesting move, e4. So now we have a b3 Sicilian by transposition. I had a tournament game like this in January, or like, yeah, it was January. Or was it December? It had to be January. This old master, former master, played this, and then he played like really passive later with like d3 or something. Jim, thanks, man. So f5 was what I tried against the guy, but I mean, it's risky for black. Obviously it's safer to play something like knight f6, but now I can't remember exactly how that game went. It's been like a year almost, seems like. I gotta go. I might be able to play one last game, but we've already got challengers, so I'm gonna have to drop those other games. Troll already played. Repun proposes take back. You're playing like, what's the guy's name? Random Hungarian guy. Former 2200. What was his name? Bordalajos. Did something like this against me. I underestimated it, and then all of a sudden he got this weird thing. Now I remember what happened. He did something like c3. He had like c3, a3, and b4. He ended up doing some kind of like wing gambit on the queen side. I underestimated it, and then the position was really weird. I later won, but it wasn't pretty. I didn't expect White's position to be kind of dangerous, you know, after this lame-looking d3. I guess I could have tried to win the pawn there, huh? I should take the pawn. I like your maneuver in spirit, Repun, but you should play knight on bd2. I could have taken that pawn. Pawn takes... I mean, it looks a little dangerous, but I think that's grabbable. Central pawns are Dempsey Hooligan. Thanks, man, for joining us. The pawn is still hanging. Central pawns are worth 20 electoral votes. Flank pawns, often nominal amount of electoral votes. So this is, we're campaigning in Pennsylvania. I'm in. Yeah, I'm in for the central electoral votes here. Pawn grabbing is one thing, but if it's a central pawn, you gotta go for it. Too important. And we have the wall of China here. Electoral interference. And our 20 electoral votes will just collect calmly with knight f6. White is lost. The barking dog variation. But I mean, when the guy played this line against me with white back in January, he did like d3. I was like, oh, this is nothing, you know. And then it got really strange. c3, a, and b4. And he had all these tricks with queen b3 and the white squares when I was trying to castle kingside. It was surprisingly like strange. White tempting me to play e4 now. This will force white to play queen e3 or e2, which is extremely awkward. I'm not winning a piece, but d5 looks good. I hope that we have time for one more game. Not the only move, though. I can play bishop e2. But the thing is, this move. It's a nice center. No. That looks too much. I mean, your motivation is right to try to undermine my center, but I can't believe it can possibly work. There's no immediate win. We need to only move. Only move. Very nice. Can't stop myself from doing that now. I know it's going to get really old really fast. I am aware of that. Last game coming up. Of course, knight g5. Good try. Good try. I believe in the center. Develop in a principled way. He doesn't have quite the counterplay on the a2 g8 diagonal that Borda Lajos got in that game back in January. Not really an issue here, you know. And then finally white just drops a piece. The lustful pawns. Last game coming up. Quickly. I have something on the schedule right after the stream. That's why I have to finish early today, guys. Tofu. Let's take challenges in order. Tofu's playing. Alright, I'll take Jim's challenge. Jim donated 500 bits this week. I'm gonna, because Tofu's playing another game, I'm gonna take this challenge. Jim, we owe him a rated game. Is this rated? I was making fun of Kamsky for playing the c3 Sicilian instead of accepting the moral gambit. What do we got? Moral gambit. I've used all my systems against you. I'm all out of... I've run out of ideas against the Jim. He's scary against everything. What's up with g6 again? Jim's done his homework. The moral gambit is popular in Florida with Trump supporters. Alright, we got 7 minutes. He knows the line. The line! I forgot what I'm doing now. Wait. We don't take the pawn, we play knight h6. I don't think Jim played this last time. Did you? Maybe you did. Forgetting my own analysis now. You didn't play this the last time. You're playing the Summon on Sound variation. Wait. Forgetting my own analysis. Oh. Is that right? Am I supposed to do that? D6? I haven't played this in a while. Jim's just in preparation. I had this game with someone on sound before. I had prepared it for him, but that was like a year ago. I think we had the exact same thing. I had another game against him where I misplayed it. Now I can't remember beyond this. The Great Beyond. Bishop G4, knight E5. Knight F5, what do we play? A lot of people played H3 there to stop Bishop G4. So if I play Bishop G4 and you play Bishop D6, yeah, that makes sense. I'm out of book. The only line you know in depth in the Mora? Whoa. Have you counted your pawns lately, Luke? Computer will say that white is fully equal here. Probably right. But that's all the more. You see, you can draw with it. You can get a draw if you're lucky. Move 11. Why did I say move 11? I'm thinking of someone on sound. Queen H4, knight E5. Get you guys mixed up sometimes. How's my knight doing? Perfect piece coordination by white. The pawn is not important. White has compensation for his... We have compensation for his pawn. Simul at 12? What's that, Legion? 12? Man, you must be in a different time zone. It's 1 o'clock here, going on 1 o'clock. I offer a draw. You have compensation. It's rook d1, obviously. Obviously rook d1. The engine likes bishop d5 better. Wow. After bishop d5, white is slightly better. Nah. It's a pawn, man. I'm up a pawn. I had almost the exact same game with someone on sound. The pawn is a pawn. But it's not easy. As you can see, like, that's why I'm okay with the draw here. He's got the play on the d-file. My extra pawn is blockaded. White has the bishop pair. This is a standard position. White has compensation maybe for the pawn. But I don't see what's so bad about rook d1. Is there some problem with this? I can trade down. Still, I think that white has reasonable compensation. It's not easy for black. If you're like Kamsky or Karpov and really precise, maybe we can make this extra pawn work. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. Thanks for taking the draw. I'm running late. I'm gonna be back on Sunday, guys, with running back on Sunday with 2 streams: a streamer battle at 3 o'clock CET, and then our simul Sunday at 6:30. All right, Jim. The Mora Gambit is good enough for a draw with white. We have absolute evidence to that fact in this variation. I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Bye from the Tarantula. Tarantula's last appearance, maybe today. Hey, turning back into a panda. I hope so. The spell is supposed to wear off. Bye-bye.